Hey, what's up, everybody? It's my first vlog. My name's Daryl. I live just outside of Calgary, Alberta, in Canada. And performance cars, specifically four-cylinder, turbocharged performance cars are my passion. I've been researching Honda's specific performance-related theory and really fell in love with it about 10 years ago now, and lived in, shittier conditions where I really wasn't making any money. I didn't have any education at the time, and it wasn't feasible, even though I had plans in my head and I was learning a lot about engine builds and about a direction to take with parts to buy to, obtain a certain goal that I was having in mind, even though I hadn't physically experienced a goal in the form of like a high power number with these little lightweight cars. And unfortunately I wasn't able to really push and finance something like this, even though it's just a Honda. It wasn't doable for me at the time with cost of living and stuff, being close to Toronto at the time. So now I'm out west. I have gotten an education. I'm actually a journeyman now in a different trade than automotive, even though automotive is my passion, which is part of the reason why, it's the whole reason that I'm making a vlog. It's so that I can envelop myself a little more with my passion, so I can kind of escape my current situation where I feel a little stagnant right now. Unfortunately, my career isn't really in high demand in my region, and I'm really not that happy as far as the work I'm doing every day and the money that I'm making. And it's nobody's fault but my own. I have to be responsible for myself, and nobody is going to, help you land that awesome job or whatever. So got to start somewhere, right? So I want to start with vlogs. I want to talk about cars, my passion, to other people that are, passionate about cars. I want to talk about theory. I want to talk about your real life experience and combine those. I have an education in combustion theory. Well, it's what's known as gas fitting. So we also look at topics like combustion theory, capacities, densities, volumes, pressures and temperatures, electronics, electrical, a lot of relative subjects to automotive tuning and automotive performance. We learned about all sorts of tools in our trade. We learned about piping in our trade and piping requirements to, flow things like exhaust or charge piping, or, designs of what's going to be, people putting intercooler pipe, things as simple as people putting intercooler piping together, but then having crazy like 180 and 90 degree bends and not understanding the relevance of the restrictions that causes, and just little things like that can, just by having a basic science knowledge, you can actually make your cars considerably quicker for small amounts of money, right? Especially with something like a Honda. So as you can see here, this is just my first vlog. I just wanted to kind of touch base a little bit. This red EK hatch is mine. It's a 2000. It's in really good shape. I'd say probably 8 out of 10 condition, which is, not too bad for 190,000 kilometers on the car. And this one is going to be getting an LS VTEC swap. I've got a fully built LS VTEC, which I'll show you in the next video. Fuck, it's cold out here. Sorry, guys. I'm fucking shivering. I'm getting close to the end here. I'm going to have to go in. I didn't have the heaters on today. And like I say, I live in Canada, and it's been cold this week. I got a cold snap, and it's like minus 25 in this bitch. So anyway, this one's going to get the LS VTEC. It's got a turbocharger going on it. I'll show you everything I got to do with this one. It'll be full suspension. It's getting as restored as I can possibly afford to do it. Which hopefully one day maybe this YouTube channel will help me afford to do that, and, share my experience with you guys and my knowledge with you guys, and we'll all learn more and we'll all have faster cars in the end. This one over here is my Chicks Honda Del Sol, actually. It's a 1993. It came with a D16 Z6 in it, which is also going to be getting built. my LS VTEC is, getting close to being almost ready to go in the into the chassis. But the D16 has just come out of here, and it's got to go off to Jeff at CNC Works. Can't say enough about Jeff. He did awesome work on the rotating assembly on my LS VTEC, which is over there, which I'll talk about in the next video. But this one is going to get forged internals with the CSS, and then this one's going to get turboed as well. We picked up big 16G from an Evo 3 Lancer that I want to do a rebuild kit on, and I've actually been kind of exposed now a little bit more to turbo upgrades and upgrading compressor wheels and stuff like that, and compressor housings. So we're going to do a little upgrade to that big 16G and see how much power we can make out of this little D-Series and this super lightweight little Del Sol chassis, right? And same with that Civic hatch, cars that make, hopefully this one will be upwards of 300 wheel horsepower. And, when you weigh 2,500 pounds or so, that really puts a hurting on some more expensive cars. So hopefully we can show you guys some of that as well in the future. I'm going to go over each car. We also have a 2011 370Z Touring. It is a manual 6-speed loaded. Awesome driving experience out of this one. So we're kind of wanting to build this Del Sol, and then the Del Sol is most likely going to get sold, and the finances will go into the 370. Del Sols are a little harder to find out here, and hopefully this one will be of the quality that we can get a few bucks for it, and then hopefully move on to the 370 and start doing a fucking turbo setup on this. So kind of think we'd like to put a 76, 75 on it. I'm just starting to delve into the engine and seeing what it's made of as far as its composition and its design. It does have a very different cylinder head design. Don't believe there's any camshafts in it. They have what are known as eccentric shafts. And your air meter, not air metering, but your air inlet is more controlled through your intake valve than it is through your throttle body. So there's some cool, really different, non-traditional, techniques being used in the 370. So hopefully in the future here we can get some mods going on that. We are going to do some minor mods though. We are going to try to get some suspension things done to this. We want to get some interior pieces. It's got a really nice interior already, doesn't, and it's got real nice purple seats and stuff in it. It's really a really nice car actually. Drives wonderful, great on gas, super responsive, but it could use a little more power. The handling is something special too. It's a really nimble, really nice driving car, but it can always be better. So we want to get some coilovers on it. We want to get the cats out of it. I've been hearing really good things about ECU Tech's race ROM for this. I know they did a lot of good work with Evos and stuff. So thinking about possibly purchasing that for this as well, and we'll do some of our own tuning with the cats out. And don't think we'll bother doing intakes. We may, who knows? I mean, it depends how much popularity we get and how my job and stuff like that, come out right now, and hopefully we can get this one moving and you guys can see some extensive mods on it, build motors or turbos or whatever, we like to push things as far as they'll go. It's the point, right? It's the point of buying them, is that you want to learn. And that's what I want the channel to be about. I want to have everybody learn as much as possible, and I want to learn as much as possible. So hopefully we can stay super motivated here. And although I'm not, able to really move ahead financially very much right now, at least if I talk about it, like I say, and, kind of engulf myself in my passion and just talk to you guys about motors and about the parts that I have. I have quite a bit of parts laying around, so I can do some unboxings and show you guys some parts that I got and tell you why I got them, you know, and what kind of power levels I'm trying to make. Show you the turbo I got for the hatch, show you the turbo for this one, show you the interior. We're doing a manual swap on this one as well because it came with an automatic and it was just the most boring car you ever drove in your life. So we're doing a manual swap. We got an SI transmission for this one. We got linkage for it and stuff. We'll show you guys how to do an auto to manual swap on a 93 Del Sol. And hopefully soon here we're going to get the D16 block from this one shipped off. I still got the head. The head's going to stay stock for now. Probably going to pick up another cylinder head, but we'll see how much power it makes it. You know, it may make enough power. She's never had a fast car like this, and I've never had a fast car like the hatch is going to be. But good for her to learn on something a little slower, yeah, before she fucking gets a little friendly with a pole or something. So we'd rather be a little safer. And but even in the 300 range, like it's gonna scoot pretty damn good. So hopefully you guys want to, you know, like, share, and subscribe the video, and get on the channel a little bit, and, you know, let's comment about videos, and, you know, let's talk about cars. Tell me what kind of setups you guys have. But I'll try to get some more footage for you guys, hopefully tomorrow or something. It's the weekend tomorrow, so I gotta work on fucking Saturday, but that's not so bad. It's been quite a while since there's been a Saturday to work, but I sat home 2 days this week, so just, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning tonight, I gotta work in the morning, but laying in bed, couldn't sleep. You know, just so many things to think about. Not enough passion, not enough smiles. So it's time to be passionate. It's time to be about my passion and express that to other people, and, you know, try to share my knowledge and learn as much as we can. So thanks, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.